but there's a long tradition of these types of voices of conscience. So I just immersed myself in the world of St. Sabina and spent time with Father Mike and his peacekeepers and the community there, and tried to learn as much as I could.
We love you on Windy City Live. Yes, we do. Tell us, how did all this happen? How did this come about?
Well, I play me. I play Val Warner in Chirac, which is really cool. So when people see this movie, they are literally seeing Val, and I am a reporter in the movie.
We talk about the violence, but what can we do personally?
I think we got to be engaged, and I think engaged in a number of things. In our block, in our home, in our neighborhood, we got to be engaged. We got to fight the issues. We got to fight a government that is abandoned, you know, whole communities on the south and the west side. We got to fight a governor who's cut out every youth employment program, who's cut out violence prevention programs, who's abandoned our communities and the poor and the vulnerable. And I think we got to reach out to our brothers on the street and love them and respect them and help them, not just demonize them.
My participation is only because of Mr. Spike Lee, our leader, our director, and he reached out to me and blessed me with the opportunity to be in this film and said that his mission was to save lives in the south side of Chicago.
I'll just say like this. First of all, the history of coming to Chicago and telling my jokes as a young cat. I'm 37 now. I started about almost 15 years ago. Elroy taking me under his wing, let me do some jokes here and there for the radio stations and all that kind of stuff.
We are more than that. We are more than that. We're greater than that. And I feel like in places like this, or Chicago, or whatever you want to call it, the hood, whatever you want to call it, like, it's too much attention dwelled on the negative.
I learned that no matter what you do and how much of a genuine heart you have, and if you're coming from a good place, people are going to criticize if they don't agree with what you're doing.
Hi, we're from Empire, and you're watching the Higher Learning Network.
So how long have you been standing here?
Not too long, like an hour. So we're moving in fast. This is a good sign.
Yo, what's up? It's your man Tony Schofield from 106.3 Chicago's R&B, and you are watching Men on Higher Learning. Now, I used to hang around with some men that was into some higher learning. It just wasn't that kind of higher learning, but I got myself together now, okay?
What is it that you do in your quiet time, in your meditation time, that allows you to bring us the films that you do?
I sit courtside in Madison Square Garden, world's most famous arena.
And you're watching CTV on the Higher Learning Network. Yeah, bye.
We're going to continue this with a panel, so y'all be patient with us.
Thank you.
Has a big part of that, because I think a lot of young people are looking at social media and they see what Waka's doing. They wanna flex up. They wanna do what you're doing.
I don't flex. Look at my social media. I don't at all. I'm not a. By the way, I just bought my first big house this year of my whole career. Like I don't flex until I can. I just never been a flexing person. Like somebody bought this watch for me, they give me this. I can't. But I don't know how to do stuff like that. When I bought jewelry, I bought it for us. Exposed. I just take it off and give it to every chain I ever owned to this day. I gave it away because it's just not me. Like I can't flex. That was just my purpose. But I know a guy that'll go get his check and spend it all on jewelry and go to the strip club and buy some booty, and they call him a real nigga. I'm just saying, like that just wasn't me.
Like, wait, it wasn't me, right? You know, I think social media, it put people in a position to where they feel like they have to do this. If they not doing this, then they not. You know what I'm saying? And like I tell them all the time, like we got one of the hottest artists in the city with El Hitter in you know what I'm saying, under the management company. And I always tell them, no, we're not gonna spend no money here. You put that up. We're gonna invest this into that to try and make that money make money. Don't go out. We see all the other artists that got deals at the same time that he did, but I wouldn't let them go out and go spend $100,000 on a chain or you know what I'm saying, $100,000 on a watch. Go blow $300,000-$400,000 in the first week. No, fuck that. You go get spend about 30 on that chain, get about 10-15 on a watch, put that money here, invest that, and stack your money. You got a baby on the way, you got a lot going on. So I think that a lot of people don't have good people in their corners or good leadership to show them the better way. I think a lot of management, a lot of people wanna see you. They wanna keep you high and fucked up so you ain't watching your money or have you blowing it all here so they can take this here and steal that there, you know what I'm saying, and you too high to even notice that it's gone. You know?
I wanted to ask you that, was that one of the reasons that you started your management company? Did you feel like you wanted to educate and kind of mentor young artists coming up?
Yeah, that, and because I helped a lot of artists get deals, I helped put them in a lot of good situations. I plugged them with Gucci, with Waka, with Yo Gotti, with French Montana, with a lot of different artists, and they never showed love back. They blew up and forgot who the fuck helped them. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, you know what I'm saying? They come back to the city and you can't even hardly get them to do a favor for you for another artist on the come up. And I'm like, man, I helped you do that. Do this for this brother. And you know what I'm saying? That was the main reason. And then just being around Deb and them for years, like we over 10 years in, like that's like family. So I watched them watch the machine work and watch, you know, everybody doing their thing, and then with Waka, we watch everything. And I just put that into what I'm doing and started the RTS management, and we got some of the hottest acts in the city, some of the most hardworking artists and acts in the city. I just try and tell them to keep working because sometimes artists get upset and the artists, the models, man, well, you ain't doing nothing for me. No, you ain't doing nothing for yourself. You got to get out there and put in that work to give me something to work with. If I don't have nothing to work with, I can't make nobody book you. I can't make nobody. You got to get out there, promote yourself, grind, and put yourself in a position for me to help you. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much a manager can do.
Hey, can I say something? Hey, I'm allergic on both sides. I want y'all to know this, my boy. If you rapping at your show, it's going to meet you right there. So I want you to know this, like, my boy, when you talking that pow, pow, cow, cow, the niggas that's doing it is in the crowd. And some of them, when you do something lame to them, they're going to be like this. Like, because they with it. You see what I'm saying? So, I just want you to be about that pow, pow, cow, cow. And I don't care if you say that's an op block and that club's in the op hood. Hey, you a rapper, though. You ain't no gangster right now. So the rapper got to go to every club. It don't matter, like, hey, my boy, I'm telling y'all right now, niggas don't pull pistol out on stage. It get real, but you rap about that life and you trying to get out of it. I'm not telling you to put yourself in that situation, but take those words out your mouth, dude. That's all I can tell y'all. And social media will teach you how to do publishing. All you gotta do is hashtag and read it. Just how people hashtag fat ass or twerking or new record or this. Why don't you hashtag how to do publishing? What do I need as a new artist? I guarantee y'all it'll be like 3,000 posts pull up. Booyah. Then you go on Google. Hey, you can literally put these keywords. What does it take to run a label? They literally will break it down right there. How can I become an accountant? It's on YouTube videos. We just not looking and searching right there. And you gotta define the definition. I got educated, no cap. And anybody that personally know me, bro, I read my ass off. Only because the teacher only learning other people's mistakes. I just wanted to get educated on my mistakes. And to me, education ain't nothing but a group of people's mistakes. And if you make a mistake, you can't be mad at yourself. Learn how you made a mistake, why you made a mistake, and how you can do it better. And that's what make a champion, I guarantee you.
it just made my day. I feel that I have been healed, especially with the meditation. It made me a new person to start the rest of my workday. It was great.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone.
Action Jackson, and I was a part of Zelda's stress relief at the Westside Ministers Coalition meeting. And when they said meditation for 5 minutes, I'm like, I don't have time for this. I need to keep emailing. And I said, no, I don't want her to be looking at me on my phone. So I did it. And you know what? As she was speaking and saying your arms were released and I was breathing in, I just felt so relaxed. And the things that were bothering me prior to coming into the room, it just kind of went away. I felt like, you know what, today's going to be a great day. Every day I'm going to be meditating. I'm going to watch her YouTube channel so I can get more tips. If you have never meditated or you don't meditate as often, get with Zelda and meditate more. I'm definitely feeling better today.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone.
I'm Barry Corin. Time exchange coalitions are going on. We're building 2 coalitions, one on the west side and one in the Oak Park area, but they meet together. Zelda is fabulous. I love everything she does, everything she says, and her meditations are wonderful.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone.
Starting with hip-hop, that gave you access, and now you've branched off into being an entrepreneur in a lot of different businesses. We talk a little bit about what moves you made when you decided you want to see your influence outside of hip-hop and be a businessman in a different genre.
What I did, I started noticing, I'm like, shit, everybody like Waka Flocka, huh? All right, that's Warren Buffett, cool. His cousin go to what college? Cool. Let me book a show right there. Oh, this where all the business elites went to this college? Oh, they went to Harvard? I'm about to do a frat party there. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what you mean? You mean Warren Buffett 10 years ago when he was in college, but he's a different name and a different body now. And you start learning how these kids grew up. And we might call them white, but when I met them, it was white people, Jewish people, Europeans, just like black people. Black people, Caribbeans, Africans, it's different people. And I met these kids, I seen life from a different angle. And I actually seen how they live. Like, those kids don't know nothing about race. Those kids ain't even race. It's taught. Just like, so when I seen that, I'm like, oh shit, they don't know what's going on. But this kid was 18 years old. He knew more about accounting than me. And I was 25, 26. You see what I'm saying? So we asked basic questions, and I wouldn't know in the conversation. He might believe the stereotype like all black people stupid. Because he know a basic dialect that you should have learned in high school. But for us, school lame as hell, so we gonna dip and get money in the hood. So I just used the fame of Waka to get in those rooms. So when I seen EDM, for instance, like when by the way, a lot of people say Waka switch genres. That's how you know people don't pay attention to information, because I got an EDM record on my very first album, on Flocka 1. I've been knew it, I've been seen it, but I knew I had to go to another genre to break chains. And by me going to there, look what happened today. All artists doing festival shows. But I didn't capitalize as much as they doing, but I'm not mad at it. But guess what it did? It gave more opportunities, better jobs for a whole lot of young boys in different areas. Now they're traveling now. Like when I went to Europe, nobody was traveling. I went to Germany, That's when Watch the Throne album was out. They only signed, Jay-Z and Kanye only sold 9,000 CDs. I said, what? Jay-Z and Kanye? What y'all not listening to? What? That man said 9,000 CDs. I'm saying, whoa, we tripping. So I started going overseas and just spreading it out. Like, just because it don't look cool don't mean it ain't the right move, man.
I just used the money that I made from the music and put it into the real estate. I started buying the houses when they was cheap, 20, 30,000, put about 40 into it, and get $250,000 when you flipping it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I spent 70,000, I done made $250,000 off of that. I need to get a couple more of these, and started doing that, and as well as speaking to the youth. Like I'm with the Institute for Nonviolence of Chicago, and we do like we help a lot of the shorties, the at-risk youth get jobs, help them to get enrolled in school, help to, you know what I'm saying, help them to show them how to fill out resumes, and you know what I'm saying. And so, like, music and sports are two of the biggest things that bring people together. So, like, I'm one of the few people that's not scared to go from O Block to go where the GD's at, to go out west, to go here. I go all through my city. Like, I'm respected all through the city. So I use my name and the music connects and ties to try and unite certain people, you know what I'm saying, in the city. So just the real estate, the helping the shorties and the management, you know what I'm saying, with my partner, Black Cash. Like, we got a lot of stuff, a lot of big things coming up to where we helping a lot of the artists. We got producers, we got models, we got like a full-fledged team. So, you know, we want to be able to hit them from every angle. You need models, we're going to send those girls over there. You need artists, we building these artists here, and just working. So the management company, the real estate, and helping of the youth in the community, you know, that pretty much got me all the way tied up. I don't think I have a free day. And when I do, my daughter, she's 6 years old, she don't let me. I don't have no free time because she take all the rest of my free time.
I was on the internet one day, a couple of years back, and an ad popped up. It was like, man, if you go broke, your credit gonna get you rich. And I looked, I might have been smoking. I'm like, he said, S-Corp. I'm like, shit, I don't know nothing about that, but I own an S-Corp, though, you know what I'm saying? So I started looking at the ad. He was like, yeah, we gave Mr. Ronald $2 million for his company. And then I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on, let me get that free $2 million. So I'm thinking, but long story short, I actually my company had so much trades and good credit that I could go to a bank and be like, hey, I need to get 500,000, 300,000, blah, blah, blah. They were like, what is it for? Because my business did this 2 years prior. So if you have a business that did 20,000, 5,000 each year, the bank will give you 20,000. What you would do with that 20,000? Put it back in your career to flip it, give them their money back. Now, in other words, this is what I'm gonna tell you. The bank is like a nigga in the hood, the rich dope boy. He go come to you and be like, hey, you be like, hey bro, let me get 20,000 for my credit, get this chain, I need to do this. Guess what he gonna tell you? Look, I need 40,000 back. If you don't, I'm gonna end up owning everything you talking about you need it for. That's what the bank go do. So all you gotta do is bring that bread right back, they gonna give you triple, double. So credit is everything. And I'm a ghetto person. My mama raised me on credit. All money in streets and politics. But credit it's a guru. It's a guru. Like, for instance, I'm gonna be real. Right now I'm fixing up my house. My credit, I just built it. Guess what the man told me? He said, hey man, don't spend your money. Go get a construction loan, Waka. You got good credit. I'm like, so let me try this out. But the bank say, boy, we'll give you $500,000. I'm like, God damn, this only costs 50. Hey man, I'm gonna get this $450. I'm gonna go buy some real estate. I'm gonna do something. But we just it's knowledge. Like, I promise to y'all, man, we don't want to be no millionaire. Excuse me for cursing. Black people ain't the people that chase money. We are people that chase happiness. That's why we so forgiveful. That's why we can look people in their eyes that did this to a race of people and say, y'all still love you. We don't give a fuck about nobody cares about money. If everybody here made $1,000, $500 a week, you will be happy all your life. And that's under $300,000 a year. So we don't want money, we want happiness. And happiness is financial freedom. And the only way you get financial freedom if you stop putting heavy tabs on your everyday lifestyle. Like niggas smoke weed every day, but that weed costs. You smoking a 3-5 is $40. You smoke 5 3-5s, times that by 40 a week, times that by 4, that's a month, times that by 12, that's a year. That's a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? You like fashion. Like these shoes cost $80. I might invest them up, I might buy a pair of shoes every month. Times that by 12, that's what you spend. So that's all you gotta do. When y'all start buying stuff and got habits, that's what I did. That's why I stopped inviting 30 people out to dinner and paying $600-800 every night. I was looking, I'm like, my account's like, boy, you spend $400,000 on dinner. I said, dinner? These niggas don't even give me a burger. Why?
They mentioned that this cucumber challenge, this overly sexual situation went on with female. But I have to ask you guys as men, right? And men in hip hop and men that are in a position of being mentors to other young men. How can you all help us? Because as women, we can tell women to stop doing stuff like that and that that's not respecting themselves. But when they don't hear, when other men are telling them to do that, now we know that another hip hop artist started who I've worked with and I have respect for, started the challenge. It's kind of hard for young women to take a woman's advice when men are liking it.
Can I say something? Mm-hmm. He ain't started that challenge for women. He started that challenge for hoes. That's a fact. So, I want to tell y'all this. Y'all women, I used to complain like that. Like, hey man, these niggas faking. Boy, how y'all niggas taking up? I need to do more for myself. I need to show y'all what real people do. That's why we put my life on TV. So if y'all women don't like them cucumbers, y'all better show them, y'all the freaks winning. I'm not telling y'all to not open your mouth for it. You need to suppress it. Of course, I got a daughter, and that shit's out of pocket. Sucking and drooling on fruits like you buddy.
Like y'all are talking about young women that are looking at that and thinking that's cool. So it's you have a daughter, I know.
I mean, but you gotta bring your kids up the right way too.
Okay.
Because I got teenagers. I got a young dude. I'm not gonna let. First off, my daughters know. They know what love feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like my oldest daughter, some guy told her to buy some shoes. She's like, buy some shoes. My dad, I know what, you know, they can't use me. My daddy, I show him love every day. I kiss him, tell him I love him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we have to do as men. We got to be more involved in our children's lives, especially them little girls. Right. A lot of men not involved in their kids' lives, and I preach that daily too. So I try and show them that, hey, being a good father, that's gangster to me.
But I'm gonna play devil advocate. It's a lot of women that don't got a father. It's a lot of women that don't got a big brother. And it's a lot of women that be used by a man just to get some ass and they lie to him and they be hurt. So I see a lot of women that's doing that cucumber challenge just to get notified, just to feel respected, just to feel loved, just to satisfy you. It's attention. So when I see a girl doing that, I see a sister seeking for attention. I see a lost woman. I see childhood torment, pain. That's pain from the childhood. Trust me, I can dig it. You see what I'm saying? And it hurt though. Because at the end of the day, you can't change somebody's mind, but you can show them, like Bo said, baby, this love, this respect. But once a person's mind gone, what could you do?
It's hard. Like, what can you do to stop it? It don't matter what you tell them. You tell them that what they doing ain't right. They tell you a hater. You just mad you ain't this cucumber. Like, I done heard all type of I done had young girls.
Hey, no, man, it was going in, man.
No, I'm serious. I done had young girls in my DM, and I tell them, man, I'm not, I'm old enough to be your father. And they say, I can call you daddy. I'm old. I'm like, man, they like the mentality of our women and young girls.
I think what you said, what both you guys said was key though. Being great fathers, telling other men to be fathers, and even with you, your wife is beautiful. She's someone that little girls can look up to, but yes, she's a wife. She's respectable. Like they have to see stuff like that, and we have to put men like that.
I got a real story for you. Like Charlie, biologically, is not my dog, right? So I watched the things her father did to her by not accepting her with love, made her act out in school, made her go against this, that, and the third. And me, as a man, I had to show her how a man really cared for her. I had to show her how a man really gonna be there for her. And it actually taught me not to yell at her. not to tell her she wrong, not to tell her don't do it, but tell her why you should do it. This is what could happen to you when you do it. It's your choice, because at the end of the day, that's her life. That's these women's life. I think that we're not giving solutions. We just, as black parents and as older mentors and X, Y, and Z, however you want to name ourselves, we are so good at yelling and telling somebody not to do something, but we are terrible at solutions. Like, we don't have no good solutions. Like, for me, for instance, it's like us, right? All of us as kids, if we knock that glass cup on the floor, right, and all the glass bust, what would have happened to everybody in this room? Got our ass beat, right? Now, what if your mama said this? Hey, look, baby, you know why you shouldn't let that glass break? You could cut your foot, you could get stitches, they could open up, you could lose your foot. So we actually have to change the dialect of how we give it to them. We got to put more fear in them. Yeah. It's like going to church. Hey, you don't listen to God, you going to hell. You see what I'm saying? So everybody rocking with God because we don't want to go to hell.
Well, introduce your audience.
It's artist, L Hitter, you know what I'm saying, from the west side of Chicago. I know y'all know his record called Oh Yeah.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is L Hitter. I'm from the west side of Chicago. I used to be in the streets heavy, until I found a path that, I felt that was positive. And ever since I've been telling my story. That's what it is.
Y'all heard what it is? So to see him and to see him right here, I'm telling y'all, bro, I know that we made the best choice in life, and we always knew y'all would be good friends and good men. Because he wasn't this heavy, and he wasn't this damn heavy. They was like real Chicago nigga like too.
But I owe it to, like I say, everything that I'm doing right now, even from the management, it comes from Deb. That's why I love her to death. I call her all the time. She always gave me nothing but good advice. We're about 12 or 13 years in. I go to her house when we there. When she here, she called me. Waka, my mother love them, my daughters love them. Like, this is family for real. So, you know what I'm saying? I had to come out for this. I love y'all forever. We family forever, and that'll never change no matter what.
Good God morning, and thank you for joining me today on blogtalkradio.com, The Female Solution. It's your Monday morning mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Mindfulness stress release coach. I'm just here to make your day better.